Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays video. Today we're coming out of Charters Tower, so this will be my, I think it's the 9th flight now. And we will be heading towards, I don't remember the name of it now, might have to jump in and check. It's YCRY. I'll put the link in the description. Alright, since we're on a small runway, do we have clearance? Well, I've already taxied. Alright, and now it's takeoff. Straight out, thank you.
Yankee Charlie Hotel Tango traffic, Brett Plays Bravo Papa 20 taking off runway 24 departing straight out.
Yes we are. Have the park brake on. Might help to take that off. So Charters Towers. I changed my... Oh, we've gone to the end of the runway. Okay, I changed my livery now to Barrier Air. This is the old version. There is a new version that has different colours. I might give it a try as well. And nice lift off, thank you. Alright, let's put our VFR map on. Oh, that'd get a bit of lag. It's been loading in the VFR. Okay, so we're heading basically directly from Hamilton Island still towards Darwin, which is where I'm trying to actually get to now. So this is some country flight. Because over the, I guess you could call it the outback, but the inland from the coast of Queensland, this is pretty much what it's going to look like until we get to maybe Kakadu, where I hope that it's actually a lot greener, although it may be just a lot wetter. We'll see how that goes. We'll get up to our flying altitude of 5,000, and then we'll have a look around. Now I am in Discord for these flights, so we may end up having some passengers, yeah, that's my inverted commas, jump in and have a chat. If you want to do the same, I record this about noon on Fridays before they come out. They come out on a Monday. GMT plus 11 at the moment. Alright, so we're on our path. I think I turned a little bit too far there. Can jump in and have a look at it. So what I might do is I might pop this out of the way so it's not on the screen. Thank you. Show it on my left screen. Always got the one here. We are still turning, aren't we? Yep. And I have done some streaming recently, and unfortunately in the middle of my Concorde stream, my internet decided I'm not going to let you have that much bandwidth, and I got kicked. Well, it shut down. So I tried again, it shut down. Tried again, at lower resolution, it says no. So unfortunately I might just have to be recording those Concorde flights rather than streaming them. What I might do though is there's some guys on my Discord that have got a SR71 working nicely. Might see if they can cruise with me in the Concorde. That'd be nice. We'll see how that goes. I'll take these flaps up and get a bit more speed. Well, that makes it descend, doesn't it? Oh, I bumped my trim again. Sorry if you spilt your drinks in the back. You should have waited till I got to cruising altitude before you open those. I must admit I only was on 60% throttle there. I will bring this back though, because you can see at 79% lever we're actually over 100%. We'll get to our cruise altitude and then, oh, that's a bit up. What happened there? Hello, thank you. I'll take 5,000. And then we'll autopilot that, thank you. back on navigation. We've gone way off. I wasn't even watching the navigation. Oh yeah, because I moved my VFR off the screen. I might actually stream this in Discord. If you are watching these or come in and have a look, you're welcome. That failed. Try that again. Okay. So let's have a look around. I'm going to look at creating a livery. We'll see how that goes. Probably will be a Taz Air one. I started with making a livery on American Truck Simulator. I found a program, a tutorial, the how-to. I haven't finished painting it yet, but I will redo my American Truck Simulator paint jobs as well. So it's about a 1 hour flight, or maybe just over. Maybe a little less if we keep that speed up. We were actually over speed. You know what I didn't do? I didn't actually clear the runway. Now it's too late now. We're actually a long way off, I think, now from the flight path. We're still within Townsville. You know what? I will actually do the right thing.
Brisbane Central, Red Blaze, Bravo, Papa 20 is type Cessna Caravan, 13 miles northwest of Yankee Charlie Hotel Tango. Request flight following. Red Blaze, Bravo, Papa 20, Brisbane Central. Call 043
0436. That was a bit finicky, didn't touch, didn't click. I was thinking about that Bravo Papa 20.
radar contact 15 miles northwest of Yankee Charlie Hotel Tango 5,100 feet.
We are 1,500, aren't we? I was thinking about changing that to BP201, so Bravo Papa 21 next year. But since this is Microsoft 2020, maybe I'll leave it. Alright, that'll give me the extra 100 feet down, thank you. Well, that water patch over there actually looks like an inviting beach. But I'd say it's meant to be more of a dam. For a paddock or something for farm, although it's nice and green in amongst there. Must be a river system with the likes. See the natural creek system through here. Somebody's crop. Do love the fact that it's got the satellite data now. It really has made the simulator so much better. I have a video coming out on the weekend that I made adding some Flight Sim X back in and seeing the difference between what was and what is now. I'm sure there is some more updated stuff, but it was beautiful. So this is much more beautiful than what that is. This sim though was dated. Although compared with, I also added on my videos from 2004, so Flight Sim 2004, and wow, that's really dated now. That's old arcade style. And nice and green up here. We're near the water. Yeah, swinging back and forth here a bit. Getting a bit of undulation happening. Bring that propeller back a bit. Still doing 180 knots to the ground. Yep. And I think my trim is actually set automatically, but it does look like it's up a bit. It might be the weather. I do want to have one check though. I previously changed the weather. I want to make sure it's set on live. It says live now. I want to make sure that's actually set. Oh, there we go, live weather. Well, now that changes things, doesn't it? You think you've clicked on live and you haven't. Well, there's not much weather happening here today. Beautiful sunny day. Oh, is this wetlands, is it? Well, I'll be. Just a patch in between the almost desert looking like lands ahead. Kind of liked it when the clouds were there, but okay, we've got to make sure we're sticking on live weather. I may have changed it previously in order to get other weather circumstances from a video that I was recording. We don't have anybody around us at the moment, but we are a long way from anywhere. But how do I check to make sure other people are on too? I don't think you can. Not without jumping out and jumping back in. And I'm not going to do that. Would definitely muck up my recording if I invited people in and I can't actually see them because someone forgot to set it as available. I'll tell you what, we'll pause it there and I'll go and check. Okay, through the magic of editing, I went and turned it on and got back to where I was. So, I had to just put in my, thank you, put back in where I was up to. So see if we can actually put that back on live. I don't think, no, it's disconnected. Try that again. Sorry, I pressed it but I was clicked off the screen. No, it's not working. Come on, acknowledge. Thank you.
Copy, red plays Bravo Papa 20.
Alright. Still getting that little wiggle. For some reason I can't seem to get this a stream again. Try again. And Discord's going for a bit of a chat. You know what? I can't get that to stream. I'll stop that until someone jumps in and asks. Maybe we should actually go a little higher here too, because we do seem to be getting a lot of turbulence. Why? It's not that much terrain down. Oh, because my altitude's not held. What happened? Pump that back. Oh, it just jumped to several thousand. Thank you. I want that at 5,000. And will it climb for me, or is it too high? I think it's too high. Well, that'll explain why I'm getting the turbulence. I got down quite low. I actually thought I'd locked it in at 5,000, but maybe not. I hope they got all the bugs out of the autopilot on Flight Sim. I did see that they were, the latest patch, trying to organise how to overcome that. See if we can increase our height. What's happening? Oh no, my altitude is locked in. I've explained why we're not going up when I'm pulling back on the stick. Thanks. Alright, let's lock you out. Turn off, thank you. Yeah, right, I don't want to go quite that far on the engine. And we got props on. Let's just put the props. There we go. Now we got a decent climb rate. Still pretty desolate out there. Obviously not a lot of people living out there. We're certainly struggling to get it to climb there. Thank you. Now we're going. It's getting a little smoother as well. So you can see the turbulence you get off the ground can be quite influential on a smooth flight, that's for sure. We'll lock in 5,000. Put in the pilot. Pilot, he's going to get back on path. Thank you. Alright, where were we? Look at the ravine down there. This is parts of Australia I would never have seen. Technically still haven't, but that's the representation of it. It's a bit like watching it on TV. I've never been there either, but you get to see it on TV. Let's back this back around 70% for the throttle. Thank you. 176 to the ground. I'm kind of alright with that. Yeah. A few mountains in the distance. Definitely blue sky. So I'm there's a decent river down there. Definitely on live weather now. Live traffic. I've got live real world AI traffic, which I haven't turned on my VFR. Zoom right out. What do we got? So this is Townsville, and we're heading up to, I still can't remember the name of it, Tom Clary or something like that. Yeah, I know, I have to get it again, put it in the description. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to look it up on the phone. But another small airstrip, it's not going to be very huge. Let's get onto Google Maps on my phone and see what we can find. Where am I? I'm in Australia. Queensland. Going inland. Is that it? It's not Conjure Boy. Just look up the airport code. Problem is, I was clicking on the distance, not necessarily on I want to go to that particular location for this flight, because I'm trying to get myself over to Darwin. I don't want to do it all in one hit, because it makes for a very long run. Now I can fast forward it. It still takes a long time to do the flight. Comes up as Croydon Airport. Well, I'll be. It had a different name on it. Okay. It's definitely the one I put in. So pretty much in the middle of top part of Queensland. So I'm going to look here. You see it's again coming from, I think we came from Hamilton Island out to there. Then we're heading up to there. Then I need to make my way somewhere up into here. I may even take one of the islands if there's a nice little airstrip or something there. I've got to make our way all the way up to Darwin. Where's Darwin? Is it in here or here? It's there, isn't it? Find out. Never been there myself. I'll pop that off the screen again. So I know there's not a huge audience who watches these videos. Thanks for joining me if you are one of my few who do watch. If you're interested in actually flying and I need to change my time so you can join in, hit me up on Discord and say, hey, I would join in if, but don't make it in between like midnight and 6 AM for me. That's probably quite impractical. What's that white patch down there? Just going to have a look. Better acknowledge the handoff.
Going to 133.0 red plays Bravo.
Alright, how do we... Oops. There we go. Can't go forward though. Can only go backwards. What's with that? That's in my drone. Alright, we'll contact Brisbane Centre for our next part of the flight.
Brisbane Centre,
Oh, don't do that. That turns you. You want to just turn the drone.
Place Bravo Papa 20, Brisbane Centre continuous planned. Altimeter 29.86.
He sounds a bit aggro when he talks like that. Yeah, some of the ATCs don't quite sound as natural. Is it a dam or a house? It is a dam. I wonder what they're doing out here. Another green one up over with my wing there. Looks like a road. Look, there could be cattle up here. Could be mining. It's how the AI or Azure or whatever it's called sees the things on a satellite picture and represents them. Like I went on a flight the other day. Was it this one here? I think it was. Last week, where you had to come in and land over the top of a building because it saw the concrete patch at the end of the runway as a building. So it made a one-story building there. Which is something I didn't realise was there until I actually got there. Okay, so the new patch came out today. This being Friday, October 10th. I might just have a quick look at... I put a link in my Discord about it. Hopefully that didn't just pop up on your screen there. Sorry about that if it did. Right, so release notes 1.10.70, so 1.10.7.0. So what were we on before? 1.95. Okay, so they've obviously gone through a few to get to there. 1.10.7. Alright, so some packages in your community folder may not have been updated, and as a result may have unexpected impact on titles, performance and behaviour. Please move your community packages to another folder before relaunching the title. Yeah, well that happens every time. I actually backed mine up the other day, which I'm happy I did, and then started this up and it seemed to work. So far so good. Improve sensitivity and twitchiness of control surfaces of the Dasher Cessna 152. No, Daher, sorry, not Dasher. Daher TBM 930, Cessna 152, Cessna 152 Aerobatic. I don't think I tried that one. Cessna 172 Classic and Cessna 172 G1000. I tried those. Improved autopilot behavior and pitch management, altitude capture and stability for Cessna 208B Grand Caravan EX. Well, I don't know. Look at my autopilot right now. I'm guessing I'm getting turbulence. I'm sitting at 5,000, aren't I? Yeah. Altitude doesn't, my barometer doesn't need adjusting. I think it's barometer, is it? 29.87. There may be some updrafts. I mean, if I were a little higher, okay, maybe that'd smooth out. Okay. What else we got? Oh, in the Cessna citation longitude as well, and the Boeing 747-8, and the Daher TBM 930. Fixed Z-Lin Shock Ultra. Caution amber light when always on. Oh, was always on, okay. The Cirrus R22 windshield de-icing is not working, they fixed that. Fixed the Cessna 152 floodlight always on during tutorials. Talking I'm out of lights. Can I turn my taxi lights off? Yep. Just my flight lights on. Let's have a look inside. That's these guys over here. Lights, taxi. Yep. Right landing, left landing, strobe, nav, beacon, thank you. So I didn't actually turn those on when I was flying. Probably don't need to during the day. Turn off wing ice light. I don't think I'm going to have much problem with ice here. It's quite warm in the northern parts of Queensland, most of the time. I really would like passengers or co-pilot. I want someone sitting there. It doesn't look right. I mean, it's good you can see past them. It just doesn't look right. You know, comment in the comments if you agree with me, and or if you know how to get something to a mod to add someone. I've seen some aircraft in Flight Sim X had that. Okay, what else they fixed? Aircraft avionics screens going blank in certain conditions. I haven't had that. Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner APU fault. 787, yep, okay. Unlocking longitudinal position of elevator to allow for canard aeroplanes. Okay. To allow for, right, okay. UI. Press any key, a start screen is now automatically skipped at launch. I think I noticed that. Because it was so annoying. You start up and then you got to wait to load, and then you got to press the button to wait till it loads. Hello. I did think it was quicker, but it might have been because I was still waiting. Option added for the MISC menu to switch between metric and US standard. Okay. Performance has been improved in plain selection of menu and marketplace. Track IR can be enabled or disabled in the camera panel during flight. I don't have track IR, but I do have VR. I really need to get myself signed up for the beta testing for the non-Microsoft products. Cockpit tooltips can now be deactivated in the accessibility option menu. But can you turn name tags on and off directly with a button? Or at least, where's my mouse? At least come up here and go, bam, name tags off. Wait, is that on? No. That's AR control. You know, just one of them along here. You just press and off go name tags. You don't have to worry. Or on the keyboard. Not Control-Alt-Delete. That'll get rid of them. Alright. Cockpit tooltips can now be deactivated. Yes. Weather. Metadata refresh issue has been fixed. Okay. I'm zooming down the page and zooming out in my flying. Let's go to outside. Alright, support for Thrustmaster, TCA Quadrant Airbus Edition. There's an Airbus Edition. I don't need that. Ability to move the origin of the sensitivity curve and change the sensitivity value on both sides of the origin. Fixed input values when using dead zones. Okay. Activity, all landing challenges scores should now be properly tracked in the leaderboards, as long as people aren't cheating. Marketplace, quality of life updates for the marketplace. In the world, a motion blur has been added. See, I'm still scrolling down the page. Maybe I should actually click on the page, scroll down. Coming across the mountains here. Really is going to be a long flight to get to the UK. Should be good though. Around the world in 80 days. almost. Not including the days in between my flights. Alright, what else in the world? A new temporal anti-aliasing, the TAA, has been implemented. Temporal, okay, a new one. I might have to go and have a look at those. Temporal upscaling has been fixed when TAA is active with the render scale below 100. Night lighting has been improved. Yeah, that'd be good. I downloaded the latest Dubai cityscape. I tried to make a quick video on it. I even tried recording it in OBS, which I don't do most of my recording in OBS. I use the GeForce Nvidia built-in because it's a kinder on my GPU slash CPU. I find OBS, at least the settings I'm using, I may have to fiddle around with that. Yeah, they have issues. But I turned on nights and I got so much lag. I must have gone down to like 10 frames a second. It was an add-on mod though, but yeah. So now that this new update has happened, I should go back and check and see if there's actually a difference now. Alright, what else we got? So night lighting, yeah, water night reflections have been added. There was no water night reflections? Right. The huge hole in Brazil has been fixed. I never went and saw it. Ah well. That would have been a landing challenge and a half. Down the hole and onto the runway. Alright, known issues. VNAV can overshoot the climb speed. Disconnecting the autopilot after takeoff and re-engaging it will limit the overshoot impact. Cessna citation longitude has been slightly below the glide slope as you get close to the airport, so these are known issues. Once activated, the switch to mark unit knobs won't return to knots on the Airbus A320neo. I'm not a huge airliner flyer. I have taken the 787 in, I think it was Qantas livery, from Sydney to Canberra. It was cool, but that's not really what I'm into all that much. Jets, as in jet fighters, yes. Little fellas like these, I reckon these are great. Okay, getting another handoff.
119.8 red plays Bravo Papa 20.
We'll follow that.
Brisbane Center, red plays Bravo Papa 205,000 feet.
Red plays Bravo Papa 20, Brisbane Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.86.
Okay. That's just so they can keep an eye on me or talk to me if they need to, I guess. Alright, what else are we up to? So, live... Okay, this is another known issue. Live weather fails to save properly after restarting the game. What does live weather save as? Do you mean the setting? Oh, that's why I had trouble with... my live weather was not set. And I restarted. Right. It went back to what I was at before. So the UI fails to refresh after you buy and download any item, letting the download button appear. Yeah, you don't have to download it again. Alright, well, that's what's happened on 1.10.7 update. So that's 1.10.7.0. Not a lot that's affecting this, although obviously the weather not being live and having to do a quick edit. Hopefully you can get a nice smooth transition. Because I got back to where I was. It's not like my flight that had no voice at all the way up from Great Keppel to Hamilton. I flew twice and still had no voice because it wouldn't record. So improved autopilot behaviour for pitch management, altitude capture and stability for the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan EX. Alright, well we'll try that because I am flying this one and I've probably got... Oh, look, it's got to be potentially another 100 hours of flying. in this journey. Where are we as far as distance? 139 nautical miles. We are getting a bit of a rocking sensation. I might start taking it up. See if we can't just get it to fly a little more level, straighten out. Slowly climbing. Okay, it's a fairly slow climb. Another river system here and a homestead down there. Not many homes and the likes out here. Oh, it's traffic. Well, I'll be. There is actually traffic on that road. That road seems to end right at their property. I know. It does continue out west. Right. Having traffic on the bridge down there. I mean, it looks fairly desolate. Oh, we're doing a pretty slow climb here. Can we pop in another few of those? Thank you. That's a bit better. Let's take that to 6. Oh, yeah, I actually need to leave that on. Yep. Notice when you... What is this? The toggle the FLC mode. Is it flight level control? I'm not sure. Sometimes though, you put an extra 500 and it doesn't seem to want to do it, but you do 300 and it's fine. And then you do another couple of hundred and it's fine. So it's almost like a slight adjustment. Just going to increase my throttle here. 170 knots to the ground. I reckon we can do a little bit more than that. But dang, look at the oscillation we get at the moment. I'm going to take up, go a lot higher actually. So I'm going to, instead of just using the, let's turn that off. Yes, I know, we're much higher than that. I want you to get up to about, thank you, 10,000. Back to our original flying altitude. Oops, but just a little fraction high for our aircraft there. Doesn't like that. There we go, thank you. And I've steered to the left again. There may actually be a decent breeze out here. I am pulling back on the stick a bit too. Yeah, see, it wants to pull to the left. Yeah, another waterway in amongst the mountain there. Wow, look at those clouds down real low. I don't think I've seen that type of effect. Almost as if they are built into the terrain. the satellite picture with their shadow and all. Engine's working too hard. I don't think I have, I say I don't think because I'm sure I've turned it off, but I don't have damaged aircraft potential, so I haven't set it up so that I can, if I over rev, my engine struggles. I'm here for the flight of enjoyment, not for the challenge of, hey, you've over revved and you've damaged your engine, you need to make an emergency landing, and yeah. Although I'd be happy to do that in something like bush flying. It's an idea, might actually get into the bush flying too. Alright, start to level out here. Oh, just a bit more, thank you. Put my autopilot on. Will he take me up the rest? Thank you. No, but we can use this. Just those extra couple of 100 feet, thanks. What we'll do is we'll see if we get a smoother flight up here. It's still oscillating. Maybe I am getting a crosswind. Kind of a north-south wind. Yeah. Possible. Okay, we smoothed out at 10,000. No, look at that. Oscillation. Well, that'd make you a bit sick in the plane, I think. Alright. It is oscillating so much. Come on, mouse, move out of the way, thank you. Yeah, I don't remember oscillating quite that much before when I was flying. I ruddered straight. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not realistic. It does put a bit of oscillation movement in there, but we probably are getting a wind from north or south general direction. I don't think there was a way to do a weather report here. Robin Hood Airport, how cool is that? There's no Asus on these. I think I'm too far for that. Carpentaria Downs. I've heard of that. It's over in, obviously, Fairway. No, can't be Fairway Head because even my airport's not in the way. But you've got the Carpentaria as part of the Gulf there. We're going to probably cross or go right under. About Rosella Plains. See, nobody's got an Asus, so I can't actually get a weather report. It must be right near me. I think I have airports turned off now. Is that an airport? No, it's just a straight line. Oh, when I say turned off, I mean the markers. We'll soon find out when we get close to our airport. But I do still think I have the gates on. Can't remember if I turned that off. What if that's an airstrip back there? Wow, it's a big country. Big country in this plane. But I would imagine this would be the type of plane that would go out here for small runs, jumps, trips. Does land on a fairly short, or can land on a fairly short runway. Floats down very nicely. Certainly roads here, but nobody here. Still getting that oscillation there. Doesn't look as bad now though. Might have been a bit of updraft from those little hills down there. Is that the coastline there? Yeah, I can still see the coastline. That's it, just up here somewhere. But it's a fair way to get there. That'd be 45-minute flight at this speed. Looking on my VFR, looking at where we've already travelled and where we're going. Oh, that was a bit quick. Very quick. Alright, so what have we got left? 99 nautical miles. We're doing 194 knots to the ground. Okay, we're almost max speed. Oh, it's because we're on a higher altitude. That's right. Just pop in the altitude there. So I'll just back the prop off a little, not make it work quite as hard. Throttle to 75. Can we still maintain the speed? Looks like it. 164 to the air, but 191 knots to the ground. That's pretty good. Can't remember if it's 193 max or 197 max. Wait, it's on the dash, isn't it? No, maneuver speed. Okay. Ah, cup holders in the middle. That works. How do you get in and out of that door with a chair here? They slide forward, do they? Or back? Probably back. Yeah, these are the moments where you think, oh, I just need to sit back and listen to some music. I'll pop some music on over the top of this. Haven't got it going at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. I should have done that. Have to pop it in editing. But these are all the moments that you think, should have grabbed a faster plane. This is a big country. Although Australia is one of the largest countries in the world, 5th largest I think. What is it? Russia, Canada, United States, China, Australia. I think in that order of size of land. I think the United States, if they didn't have Alaska, would actually be smaller than Australia. Down below. Or down, so there's something in the middle of it. Yeah, not a lot of roads up here. Certainly the river system there, but there just is not much else. Actually, I wonder what they do out here. I'm almost tempted to get right down low and check it out more. How far have we got? 85 nautical miles? Why not? I'm going to start descending. Can't keep up. No. Okay, so we'll try that again. 300 at a time. There's probably another way of doing this. Yeah, it's pretty rocky. I'm just going to take my autopilot off. Let's back that propeller right off. I don't know if you can hear that. Different sound now. And I'm going to start going a lot lower. I want to see more of this detail. 70. I better back that right off. 203 knots to the ground? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 197 is your max. So you need to back that right off and get down lot more gentle. But it's a fairly desolate place out here. There may be another crossing like this still to do. Descending pretty good. Wonder how low I should go. I think I'm going to hit below 5,000. See a bit more detail. And if we're going to get that oscillation happening anyway, then so be it. I went over to the right, deliberately trying to go against what I thought the previous thing with the navigation was going to the left. RA. Oops, I pressed it twice. Okay, get back up to 3,000. Alright, how we go there? Now we can see pretty close what's down there. And you know what's down there? Not much. Wow. Alright, we didn't quite lock in 3,000. Back up, thank you. No, let's turn that off as well then. Hey, turn off, turn off. Thank you. Because I did get a little bit lower than I wanted. Yes, yes, I want you back at 3,000, thank you. $3,000, thank you. Level it off, autopilot, thank you. Alright, now that we got that popped back in. A big river system. Wow, it looks pretty dry though. A little bit of water. But you can see how wide it does flow when it does flow. Queensland had some flooding. I don't think it was this far north now though. With decent rains beginning of this year. Actually, Australia's had it pretty harsh. End of 2019, beginning of 2020, so some fires and floods. Yeah, we're a pretty resilient bunch though. Alright. Where are we now? We are actually getting a little bit closer. Helps to actually click on the screen when you want to get back in. Back up to 172 knots to the ground. Thank you. You know what we're getting though? We're actually getting a bit of buffering going up and down rather than just the oscillation. %throttle. I'm going to run that to 70 again. Thank you. Prop pitch, not quite full. Still not much for power to use there. Except a little caravan. Gonna have a quick look at where I'm going, what's actually out in that town, what makes people go all the way out there. So it says I am going to Croydon. I thought I clicked on a different name for that. No. Town and locality within the state, within the Shire of Croydon in Queensland. Yep. It is the terminus for the Normington to Croydon railway line, which operates the Gulf Lander tourist train. Population 258 people, according to Wikipedia. Wow. Now I'm wondering if it's a dirt strip. No, kind of on the map it looks, it does look like it's a bitumen strip. Just bouncing along. 50 nautical miles. See further than 50 nautical miles here, even at 3,000 feet. Just get that mouse out of the way. Drone mode, let's have another look. If you are watching my videos and you have seen this bit, write in the comments drone mode, thumbs up, and I'll give you a mention in my next video. There you go. Drone mode, thumbs up. That looks pretty spectacular actually. Up and down, wow. How dangerous would it be to be flying a drone this close? Look at the exhaust heat coming out. That's pretty spectacular as well. Now I can see on the front of the plane there's a little bit of, I'm guessing what it looks like, dirt or underneath the cone and on the front of the wheel. I think that looks cool. I don't know if that's been put in by the skin makers, as in the livery. It would be cool, or it would be even better if it were something that grows the further the flight you go. Like in Project Cars 2, the longer the race goes, the more insects and rubber and filth you get on your windscreen. It'd be nice to have that happen, because I mean, you got to admit, when you're getting on a flight, you're not necessarily going to get to the other end with a pristine, absolutely clean plane. It is going to have some spots and stuff on it, depending on what it's flown through, or some streaks, or because there are places with dust, and then there's rain, and then there's weather, and yeah, it adds realism. Kind of like what they said in the Matrix, that you can't. We made a perfect world for you, but you rejected it. Well, the problem in like video games, if you make a perfect area, it's the imperfections that makes it look more realistic. Not, it's too smooth. It looks unrealistic. It looks fake because there are no imperfections, or there is no. I mean, look at the ground here. There are ripples. You can't make it just flat. Flat wouldn't look right. It would look fake. There are valleys, there are spots and trees and bits and pieces. Anyway, that's my opinion. And my opinion's not worth anything other than what it is to me. Looks like a trail down there. Where does that go? Down to the creek there? Is there actually something down there? No, just run through the property line, I'd say. Alright, what else happens out here at Croydon? Don't actually know. Truck stop. There's a hall, caravan park. Yeah, like I said, it's the end of the train line. There is a hospital there. There's even a golf course right down the end of the runway there. So one strip, one turnaround halfway down. If I can come into runway, I think it's 27. Nice and easy on the end of the runway. I should be able to pull up before the turn off and pull in for parking. And then we'll take our next fly out next week. There's a Chinese temple there. Really? Okay. That's what it says on the map. Looks like an old Okay, must have been right in the early settlements. It was a temple at one stage. I wonder if it was from railway workers or the likes. A few ruins now, that's all that's there now. We'll see Croydon as we fly in. It will be slightly off to the front right. There's only a few, like I said, only 278 odd people or something. True Blue Visitor Centre. A few parks. It's got a swimming pool. Yeah, nice little town. Golf course, looks like it's a dirt golf course. Yep. With potentially fake grass, or only grass, fake grass tee off areas. Well, I guess that's the type of golf course you'd have out there. Look how dry it is here. Alright, where are we? 27 nautical miles. And 8 minutes. Well, thanks for joining me on this flight. What we'll do, we will actually contact the airport. I do want to see where it says to fly in. Excuse me while I sneeze off mic there. I'll take runway 27, thank you. I'm not doing a... I need to announce on final, I remember that.
Yankee Charlie Romeo Yankee traffic, Brett Plays, Bravo Papa 2025 miles southeast, 3,000 feet inbound to land, runway 27.
25 miles. That's heaps of room. There won't be a tower. The town's too small for that. But I am going to take this and keep it open as well, so that I remember to press that. Won't be long there. Still bouncing around though. What I might do is keep my current path and just steer it in a little when we get closer. As in, I'm still doing a GPS straight line. What I'll do is I'll veer off slightly to get into that potential landing. Actually, that's another thing I'd like a shortcut key for, whether it be at the top or not. Turn off my landing gates. Okay, I've seen where it is. I can understand where it is now. Great. Turn it off. But you can't do that. Ooh, excuse me. Not much around. So I wonder what the historical significance of this town was. Was it a gold mining? Was it some sort of mining? Was it like, what made them make a train station out there? There's got to be something. I'll have a little look on Wikipedia and see what it says. Mining. Yep. It was pastoral land at one stage. Kicked out the indigenous people. The mining did. Bit of a shame. The gold was discovered in 1885. The town's population reached 7,000. Wow. Unfortunately, that's happened all over the world. They find gold, and then that's it. Mania takes over and people move in, and okay, navigation, I need you off. Thank you. Altitude, I don't need you as well. So gold was definitely it for, says up to about 926. I think you'll find though a lot of the little towns out here like that. If there is a town, it probably was historically a gold mining town. Oh no, not just gold, but mining town. That brings the wealth. Okay, coming in too fast.
Yankee Charlie Romeo Yankee traffic red plays Bravo Papa 20 is on final runway 27 to land.
At least I remembered it this time. Whoa. Well, that pulled way up. Down you come. Catching a side drift here. So I'd say it was a southerly that was blowing against me. We are descending too fast to slow down enough. I got too high. What I might have to do is just drop it a bit quicker now and bring it back up. This caravan's got some good lift on these wings with flaps. I probably could have landed without flaps, but I like to slow it right down. cars, look at that. Try and slow that down. Excuse me while chewing a lolly here. Candy, as you call it in the US. I guess this is almost Halloween. Candies are all over the shops, pretty cheap.
500.
Cars below, thank you. Alright, we're going to put our next flaps on and find ourselves too high, but that will definitely slow us down. So I'm 0 throttle,
500.
and I am 0 prop pitch. So we're using the glide in. Alright, let's use the interior view here. Got a quick change button on my throttle. For that. Cross breeze once we get in amongst the trees here, which is good. And cue the music. Not much breeze there. Okay, bus waiting for passengers. Well, it's only us. It's the Brett Plays tour. Welcome to Croydon. Just a stopover on the way. Okay, and clear the runway. Thank you.
Yankee Charlie Romeo Yankee traffic. Brett Plays Bravo Papa 20 is clear of the runway.
Yeah, I wonder where we should go. How about where the only people are waiting for me? Do you like Flight Sim 2020? This is awesome. Alright, I'm coming. Yep, okay, moving. Yep, whoop. Oh, because my prop pitch is right back. And stop, thank you. Alright, park brakes on. Thank you very much. Thanks for flying. Do like the video, put a comment, remember the keyword, but you got to see that in the middle of the video. I'll turn that engine off. Pretty close to that pushback. I very much doubt they'd have a pushback here like that at Croydon. But like, comment and subscribe, and I didn't get to turn off my nav stuff. It finishes. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Cheers.